Hey everyone, welcome back to the All About the Tea channel. It's your girl Monica, along with my fabulous co-host. All right, YouTube extraordinaire, TV show host, and quintessential classic man, Mr. DJ Richie Sky, in the building. Hey,
in the building.
I'm a classic man. What was that song?
Yes. Yeah. Okay. Also, I remember the lyrics, but I just remember the song. It was a good song.
It was good.
Yeah. He gave Smokey Robinson a run for his money with that look. Listen, Smokey wasn't happy. Also joining us today is TikTok sensation publicist Amir Yes. Fintech expert Buffy Purcell. You may also know her as personal finance advisor to the rich and famous.
Yes,
also,
honey.
She's a former Married to Medicine star. Hey, Buffy Purcell in the building.
Monica, and she owns a trademark for Mrs. MD, honey. You better coin that. These ladies keep saying it.
Hello. Buffy's about her business. Okay? She's on top of everything. You hear me?
Richie need to get Mr. MD, baby.
Listen. So today we are recapping part 3 of the Real Housewives of Atlanta season 13 reunion. And Marlo accuses Kandi of starting the Strippergate rumor. And let me pull up that face again. There she is. She just caught. Like, oh shit. I didn't think this was going to come out. But yeah, Marlo exposed her. So why don't we just go ahead and dive right into this?
A website called All About the Tea.
She told All About the Tea that during the fight,
All right, let's go ahead and start with the Bolo drama first, because that was like a whole big discussion. As everyone knows, the girls thought the cameras were down. They thought they were safe. It was all good. And all they wanted to do was have a good time. But listen, Kenya Moore had different plans. She ruined everything. She broke girl code and violated their privacy. She went out of her way to investigate who slept with Bolo, who did what, who stuck fingers where, who put their mouth where. I mean, she just... and she would not let up. Basically, Bolo Gate was her storyline the whole season.
Bolo Gate.
Kandi claims she doesn't control Kenya. They went into a whole discussion about that, but it's obvious to me that Kandi does control Kenya. Kandi is the head bitch in charge. Kenya reports to her, and Kenya,
as long as she's eating, right, Monica? As long as she's eating, she's head bitch in charge.
Absolutely. Kenya knows where the money resides. She knows how to make sure her bills are paid. She knows who to get on the good foot with. Absolutely. So Drew and Cynthia were so the next day. So they dive into who said what. Who said what? The next day, they show clips of Drew and Cynthia discussing who did what with Bolo. Kenya claims that she's being vilified for it, but it's not only her who spread this rumor, blah, 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 blah. Andy Cohen calls Kenya out for exposing anyone's sexuality on camera, rightfully so. Richie, what are your thoughts?
Yeah. Oh, God. Okay, so my thought is this. I've always stated to me that knowing who slept with Bolo for like that first episode was funny. It was funny when Kenya first started doing the Bolo cord and everybody was kind of joking around about it, and there was a little bit of intrigue there. And I feel like that's honestly as far as it should have gone. This whole thing went on episode after episode after episode. And I think at episode 3, 4, 5, and 6 afterwards, and you still talking about it, you look obsessed. You look obsessed. It's just like, come on, like we got to do something else.
Yeah, it ruined the season for me, honestly. I would have much more preferred, her arguing with Mark and her fighting and that kind of thing. I want to know more about Mark and how, that's what I want to see. That would have been a better storyline for her. But instead, she went this route. Amir, what are your thoughts?
I mean, my favorite part about Kenya is Brooklyn, and then she's just blurred out. I'm like, oh.
Aww.
That's what I like. I like seeing her. I love Brooklyn. I think she's really cute. And she also, didn't Porsha mention like something about the sweet side of Kenya? I feel like Brooklyn brings it out of her. It gives her kind of layers. So I need to see that. And also what Richie said is really accurate. It was funny for a sec.
It's just so sad.
Exactly. That's the best face. But when it comes to like the whole Strippergate, Bologate, it was funny for like that one day, and then it just became slut shaming. And the fact is, if the roles were reversed and Kenya had done that, she would have cease and desist. She would have threatened lawsuit. Like she would have gone ballistic. So her just being like, "I'm doing my job. That's a reality star's job." I'm like, what about when you had paid that man to date you and he broke your car and nobody talked about it?
Right. Exactly. Amir.
I thought the reality star's job was really just to let them document your actual life.
Hello.
On camera.
Supposedly.
Not to
Allegedly.
exploit other women for storylines. No.
Word. Catch the tea.
And Buffy,
also you're slut shaming her, but then you're the one sniffing panties and you have that new relationship with Toya. Like, it's not fair. It's just a little unfair.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah, I agree. Slut shaming, also trying to out people's sexuality, all this other stuff that she just took it way too far. Buffy, you are a former reality star, so you know the ins and outs. What are your thoughts on this and what Kenya did?
Well, given my limited background, and let the Lord anoint my tongue as I speak in the words of Drew. When you have something going on in your life for them to document, you get on to somebody else's life and start running your mouth. So that's what it was. She had that going on. Mark probably told her, we ain't putting this divorce on. You can go to that Tony Braxton attorney all you want and film and for storyline, girl, I'm out. I'm not in this mess, and you ain't showing my baby on that show for a coin. So she had to find something. I think what Kenya is strategic.
Yeah. So Marlo tells everyone that Kandi told her the next day exactly what happened. You know how she's been trying to play innocent, like, Kenya, stop. It's not right what you're doing. Don't do Kenya. You know how she's been trying to play innocent like that. But apparently she's the one that's been going around telling on everybody and telling it all too. So Kandi gets visibly upset about this discussion. It's turning on her. That's not how it's supposed to be. Just like when it turned on Phaedra season 9, when Porsha outed that she was the one that started that rumor, and Phaedra's face looked like, damn, it's turning on me. Right? Listen, karma's a bitch. Listen, okay? It's a bitch. So anyway, Kenya explains why she won't let her issue with Porsha about Bolo go, which the explanation to me was just silly. Apparently she's been called a liar in this group. That's what she's saying. And because of that, she wants to, I guess, present all cards, and she's wondering why everyone's so bothered by the truth and blah, blah, blah. It's just like a tit for tat, right? At this point, the back and the forth, they want to go over everything. It's just so silly, So Porsha says that Kenya paid this much attention to Mark Daly. Mic dropped. They'll still be married.
That's my friend.
Oh, and there you have it. Okay, girl, mind your business, and you would still have a man. Worry about the potholes on your face. Ooh, sorry, I didn't mean to say.
Ooh, ooh. Well, that man would rather flip a pizza than Kenya.
Ooh.
I said it.
Oh, right. Yeah. And you know what? No one brought up Kenya's marriage issues throughout the season, did they?
No. True. There were
The only person that did was LaToya.
right, and
they shut her down real quick when she did.
They did. Even Porsha.
Are they friends? Are Kenya and LaToya good? I couldn't figure it out throughout the whole 3 parts. Like, are they good or not? It seemed like they were not good and then not good.
I don't know.
Is Kenya good with anybody? Is the question.
That's the better question. What are your thoughts on Kandi? Going around spreading this rumor and Porsha's clapback at Kenya. Richie, what are your thoughts?
Porsha's clapback, I felt like was well timed. I felt like she was saving that for when she might need it most. And she definitely pulled it out like an ace of spades at that moment, because nobody else has said anything about her marriage, despite how low Kenya was willing to go with everyone else. This was an easy topic of conversation to have. I mean, but it really didn't go anywhere. The other thing with Kandi, I'm confused by Kandi. In my mind, I want to believe in Kandi, right? I do. I have a soft spot in my mind for Kandi. But it's difficult for me to understand why in one breath she's saying, well, what happens in the dungeon stays in the dungeon. And then you see her talking about, well, Kenya ain't one to lie, talking to Don Juan about it. Then we learned that she went and spilled the tea to Marlo about it. So it was almost like she was having conversations with everybody about it, okay? But not saying so on camera. Everybody else was just kind of, outing her at the end of the day. And then, Marlo ain't nobody's friend. And everybody should take note of the way Marlo moved throughout this whole season, especially this back half. Because not only did she spill the beans about Porsha, she also spilled the beans about the person who told her.
I noticed that. Yeah. I wonder how Kandi feels about that.
She revealed her sources. You don't do that.
You never reveal your sources. Never, no matter what. Not even a court order can get me to speak.
Oh,
okay.
Yes, mama.
Amir, I learned from the best. You, publicist,
I love you.
What are your thoughts?
I mean, listen, I eat cease and desist for breakfast. Like, they mean nothing.
That's my boy.
Just keep sending them. It's bizarre. It's like you are getting relevancy by being spoken on. So when it's funny to me because Kenya, her only relevancy was talking about other people, right? So it's just fun. It's okay if you want to kiki with your friends and say, oh my God, like, did you see Porsha slept with the stripper? That's okay. But then when you go to someone as shady as Don Juan on camera, like, why? Like, that man is just shady, right? So I don't know. I just feel like, again, Kandi like kind of hides behind the, oops, I don't know what I'm doing. But I think it's a little more cunning than she comes across. So I don't know. I like her though, and I think she did win the versus battle. So congrats. So
did you really? You thought so? Oh,
I thought so.
I did too.
Really? Did you? Oh gosh.
Y'all know I like the Kandi Coated Click.
Y'all do.
I do. I can't help it. I like them.
You really do. What are your thoughts on Porsha clapping back about Mark Daly?
Epic. She my friend, so I'm a little biased, and she brought it. I don't care if she did prepare it, but you're right, she did deliver. I'm gonna let y'all in on something right now. This is, just it's within my whole being. Kandi is an MF executive producer of this darn show. That is, I'm just telling y'all, she has to be. She has to be. And they just don't put it out there because it doesn't make sense. It makes sense if she's an executive producer for her to set all this up, for her to be going around stirring the pot and getting a check. And in that vein, for me, because she's a businesswoman, it's boss-ish. She ain't friends with them girls. They employ her. And that would explain why Kenya respects, aka listens to her boss.
Signing the checks. Who's signing the checks?
That makes sense. Now you got me thinking. That makes more sense.
She's a boss. She ain't doing nothing unless she get paid 15 different ways more than everybody else. So I mean, she do whole commercials for her restaurants. She did a whole commercial for her Dick in a Box events. I'm telling you, there's something going on there. And you know what? I ain't mad at her. Get your coins, honey. Get your coins.
You're right. Absolutely. You are absolutely right. I just want to acknowledge some super chats. Ronell Nelson, thank you so much for the super chat. He says, Monica, every time someone's shady, you do a gift. You know me. I was going to trick up my sleeve, boy. Shay D, thank you so much for the British pounds. We appreciate you. Hey, Monica. Hey, Monica and panel. Happy belated Mother's Day to you. Thank you. I think 3 episodes of the reunion was too much. I agree with you.
I think the whole season was too much.
Right. After episode 6, after the Bolo thing, I was done. After the dick came out the box, I was like, okay, all right, I'm good now. We can do the finale and just call it a wrap. They could have easily covered it in 1 or at a stretch 2 episodes. I totally agree, Shady. Don't y'all agree that it was just 3 parts was just a stretch? Oh my goodness. Ronell, thank you again for the super chat. Monica and this gift, I am cracking the hell up hollering. T-Ness, thank you, my love, for the super chat. Happy Monday, Monica and panel. Love me some of y'all with hearts. We love you right back. Thank you so much. All right. So Andy asks if Porsha really did sleep with Bolo and wanted to keep it to herself, but Kenya can't accept that. If Porsha doesn't want to disclose her sexual partners to Kenya, she's not required to. We all know that. She doesn't owe anyone an explanation, right? Kandi steps in and she chimes in and says that Kenya's behavior is justified, actually. And if Kenya wants it all out in the open, then so be it. She compares it to 4 seasons ago when Porsha blindsided her with the undercover lesbian stuff. Remember that? She don't like short and stout teacups.
Oh, I remember she said that. Yes. I forgot she said that.
That was funny. Well, yeah, so it's starting to heat up. Kenya says Porsha did all of that, but left out the parts that she did herself. This is just a back and a forth. It's really just annoying. This pisses Porsha off, who really feels like she's being condemned for something that happened 4 years ago. Kandi tells...
Is that Louis? Is that Louis? Oh my God.
Yeah, he wanted to come and say hi to his auntie Monica and his uncle Richie in a mirror.
Hi, Papa.
Oh my God.
By the way, Buffy, happy Mother's Day. Happy Mother's Day.
Look at that Louis. Look at that Louis.
Look at him. Oh,
sorry to interrupt, Monica. I got so excited when I saw the dog.
No, it's okay. I'm glad you brought it. Oh, so sweet. So sweet. He looks well taken care of too, and
professional. Look at that. Looking right at the camera. Hello, baby.
He used to go on the news with me when I used to go on. He would go with me when they came to my office.
So Kandi tells Andy that she's always going to feel some type of way about what went down. It's a bit odd, to drag what happened 4 years ago into this, in my opinion, because everybody knows that Kandi swings it every which way. I mean, that's public information. Okay, if you go to the dictionary, look up Kandi Burruss, I'm pretty sure it's in there. What do y'all think of that whole portion, that whole segment?
Exactly.
With no comment.
Exactly. Cricket.
I just think that, I feel like it's manipulation on behalf of Marlo and Kenya. I feel like they are manipulating Kandi every time they bring up 4 years, that whole dungeon situation. They know it triggers her, and they know they can get a reaction out of her. And if they need to alienate Porsha, they can easily do that by bringing that situation up. I felt like Porsha made some very valid points when she said that, you guys are conflating the issue of whatever happened with Bolo with what happened 4 years ago, because your argument that you're making today about the Bolo issue is not strong enough. I also think that if Kandi is really never going to forgive Porsha, then and that's her right, but she should just never be friends with her again. Just end the friendship now, because otherwise it's always going to be a toxic situation where your girlfriends are bringing up the past. You're still disturbed by the past, and you can't get over it. Let it go. Just end the friendship today. Let's stop it.
I think Kandi is in control of it all the time. I think it comes up when she wants it to come up. Now, everybody, 80% of America about to have all their vaccines, and she's about to go on tour with the dungeon again. I'm just saying, it's all, I think, calculated because she's a boss. And it's all, she's using this platform the way she should for somebody with the net worth that she does to give her most valuable resource, which is her time, to put up these shenanigans. She's monetizing it all. And so it comes up because she authorizes it to be coming up, I think.
I think you're right. Yeah, she tries to act like, oh, this is just, bothers me so much and blah, 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 and the memories. But I think she monetizes it, capitalizes off of it, exploits it. Well, she definitely exploits the dungeon stuff.
Which I ain't mad about that. Good for her. That's smart.
She went and created a whole tour off of it. Kandi knows how to make her coin. Absolutely. Shout out to Vernicia. Thank you for the Cash App. We appreciate you. Thank you. So yeah. So that's that. Those are your thoughts on that. Listen.
Wait, Monica, I just want to say something real quick. So I want to get on the soapbox for like a minute. I think it's funny because they kept saying, Porsha, just say if you slept with Bolo, just say it. If she said it, they were going to slut shame her. If she didn't say it, they were going to slut shame her. So she was going to be wrong either way. And I'm just tired of Bravo shows continuing to promulgate puritanical, outdated views of women and sexuality. Stop being aghast when people sleep with each other. Clutching my pearls. A woman went down. We're in 2021. If a woman wants to experiment who's in her 40s, who gives a shit? Like, I'm so done with the puritanical views. We're not in the Midwest. Like, let's move past this. I'm just so over every season. We're so shocked. We're so aghast. It's like, come on. Can we just move on?
The problem is a portion of America is aghast. And so that's why they are exploiting it. Like, all those people in the Midwest are shocked by it. And so that's why they do it. And as long as it's good for the gander, they're going to keep doing it. You know what I mean? As long as it brings eyeballs in, as long as it makes them money. I know I'm being too big, and but I'm just saying, it's a money machine. And they don't care about those people. Those are empleados. They're not human beings. I mean, I ain't gonna get on my about what was done to me, but if that ain't below they don't care. They gonna make their money. Period. On all costs.
Well, speak on it, Buffy, for a second or two. What did they do to you? Because I know, but some people don't know. Let's go.
Child. Y'all talking about Marlo? Simone is the Marlo of Married to Medicine. She ain't nobody friends.
Oh, really?
No.
Oh, wow.
My friends.
Wow.
When sorry, the poochies are barking. At the reunion, when
they heard her name, right? They heard her name, and the dogs were like,
At the reunion 2 years ago, 2019, whatever, when the dentist said somebody told her that I set up Toya, I knew it was Simone. I knew saying that lie. I mean, they're friends, the three of them, and they getting a check, probably higher than everybody else's, and they run the girls. You run the girls, they run the girls. I run the girls.
Well, wait a minute. Wasn't Simone your friend that brought you on the show? Like,
allegedly, that's what I thought.
Oh, snap. Oh,
she was also my doctor, but whatever, not no more.
Oh, so you and her don't have no relationship now at this point?
No, and she thinks it has something. She wants to say it has something to do with that show, when she knows darn well I said in December I didn't want to come back after what happened. So, they all told me they were going to let me speak first. They did not. They let Jackie speak. And I said her real name. Whoa. They let her speak first. So what I'm going to do after she gives her Academy Award performance apology? Look like an ass and say what I want to say? No, I'll say, okay, sure. Because they set me up. So if you're going to do that, then I'm out. And immediately after reunion, I told my lawyers, I'm not coming back. And so for them to perpetuate these lies, like somebody trying to be, I was a friend, number one, who took over your whole goddamn season. People thought I was main cast. I'm on one right now. So
Mhm.
I'd like Jocelyn said, give me my damn flowers for that. Okay. How many of them other friends' names you know? None of them. So, you know, they ganged up. They came the minute they came to my house, it was over for me. Period. It was.
Yeah. They did you wrong. They did you dirty, especially that Jackie. Oh goodness. The level of insecurity with that woman is just cringeworthy.
They're all insecure except Toya and Mariah. Everybody else is insecure.
Mhm.
Anyway. Say what you want about Toya. She living her best life. She don't give a damn what people say about her.
Well, that's a good thing. That's a good thing. I'll tell you off this live what I think of Simone. And it's probably true. It's likely true.
Yeah, I mean, like I said before, it ain't matter. She did her job. I didn't peep her, so it's okay.
Well, also the money for someone like you that's so successful, the money is not worth the like dissecting your life and putting you in that bullshit.
Well,
you know what I mean? It's
what, like Tanya and like Shamia said, when you're a friend, you don't expect to have all that happen to you. I was a friend and they treated me like full cast, which I felt was unfair. Now, if I was getting paid what they were getting paid, if I was full cast, if all that had happened, then you know I wouldn't be able to be bitching about. Sorry, I'm cussing, hollering about it so much. But when you're a friend who's supposed to just show up with a cute little outfit on and maybe get a one-liner and be seen and not heard, like other friends. You don't expect for them to try to murder you. You don't.
Right.
Well, you know what I'm starting to see a trend of on a lot of these shows is that they will have sort of the main cast, you know, not really doing a lot in terms of making the drama go, but they'll use the friends to really push the narrative forward. And then a lot of times those same friends are then later villainized by either certain cast members or just kind of made to look a certain type of way.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying it's the network, I'm not saying it's production, but it seems to be a pattern that's occurring, right?
Yeah, because they can get the most out of the folk at the lower pay rate and the people who don't have alliances to have their back. And you know, they planned it all from the beginning. I mean, they looked at me at first and they said, "Oh, she wears fast fashion." I sure do because I don't wear my assets on my ass. And they assumed things about me. And then when they found out who I really am, it was a problem. And so, you know, that's fine. It's cool. That wasn't my tribe. You know, this is what it is. So, but you're right. They exploit the friends, and it's not fair. It's not.
And I wonder if it's because a lot of times I think the perception sometimes is that the friend really wants to be a housewife or a main cast. And so they sometimes feel like that friend may do a little bit more because there are some friends who will do the most.
Oh, I know.
Or the least. So I think they think that everybody is going to be like that. And that's not the case.
Yeah, they kept asking me to speak on Toya's financial situation, and I continuously said no. I'm not doing that.
So shady.
They continuously asked me to talk about people. They asked me to talk about quad money. I said no. And so when I wasn't willing to be the friend who was what they call it, thirsty, to try to get elevated and stir the pot, and they were like, Buffy, but you're crawl before you ball and you're a personal finance expert. This is great for you. And I said, but that ain't my business. They're not my clients. And even if they were, I wouldn't talk about it unless they gave me permission to do so.
Oh, so you were out.
I'm not bound by HIPAA. Okay. Right?
Yeah. You weren't willing to be a puppet.
And I knew better, but somebody else exploited my uterus so they could stay on season.
So ugly. So ugly.
And that's like grounds for your like license, because I have a lot of family that are doctors. When she knew that information about you and exposed it on a public platform, you could get your license revoked.
I mean, you know, it's a lot of moving parts with that. It ain't necessarily Jackie is the one that would have been in trouble because she ain't my doctor. But
Simone went and told. Simone told her.
Right.
But Simone told her, right? So if Simone told her,
no comment. But but I will say this. It was unprofessional. It was inhuman. And then to make me the villain because I said ouch one time is wrong.
Right, exactly. They ostracized you because basically you got punished for not being a puppet. You were not willing to play the role Heavenly plays. And just
Mom told me to cuss Jackie out many times. You need to cuss her out. You need to cuss out. I was like,
better than the whole season.
I'm not
better than Atlanta season.
I said I wasn't cussing my elder
They're
out.
supposed to be friends.
All right. I said I wasn't cussing my elder out. And that ain't no disrespect. She is in my mama's age group. And so I was not going to be disrespectful to her. And I did not. I cuss Heavenly out. Heavenly in my age group. And so that's different. And so, it's a lot, child. These people, they do whatever they can because they ain't making the money in their practices that Bravo's paying them, period.
What does
But
that was such to do with this discussion? I'm
sorry.
That was such a missed opportunity, Buffy, because I feel like whatever the tension that you and Jackie had could have resulted in a real moment that fans could have really seen happen.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And the natural, authentic getting over that is really what we want to see. Not that I would never want to see you in that situation, but I'm saying getting over it and showing it in an accurate, authentic way would show how people can move beyond, or maybe not.
No, I agree with you. If Jackie had called me, she had my cell phone number. She wanted to say, well, Buffy blocked me on social media. I did because I was sick of seeing her and Heavenly dogging me. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to see that. I'm not the villain. I don't want to see that crap. I had enough people in social media calling me a crybaby for crying about having lost, at that time, 6 babies that my husband and I wanted desperately. And I was looking at the world like, what in the world? If I'm going to get dogged because I cried and like, they have no idea what those producers did to me in green screens. They would literally say, Buffy, we're not letting you leave until you cry. Did you have to have a DNC? How far along did you get? Like, who would be having to relive that crap over and over and over and over again? They don't understand. You know what I'm saying?
It's heartless.
And so it just, if Jackie would have called me off camera and been smart, yes, at the reunion, we could have had a real moment instead of that lawyer written, Academy Award winning, if I could have a baby, I'd give it to you and you 60 years old mess. She was not, to this, in this season, from what I've seen and heard, she didn't mean it. If she's still blaming me, if she's still saying, so it's fine. And listen, for all the people that's gonna come for me and say, oh, Buff, you need to get over it, kiss my black ass, because this didn't happen to you. And I had to watch it on the show. I had to deal with it when it was happening. I had to deal with it when the show came on. Then I had to deal with all y'all on social media. Then I had to deal with it this season when it came on again before the new season started. Yeah. Then I had to deal with it again with them heifers with my name in their mouth every other episode. And I'm not main cast. I was a friend. You wonder why Tanya left. Smart.
Yeah, she got the hell out of Dodge. It was too much. It was too much.
But and Tanya left, and now if you look on her Instagram, she's still that same happy, bubbly,
she's
still with her man. Like life ain't stopped for her.
As am I.
Yes, honey. Yeah.
Right? Yeah. Buffy upgraded. She got a brand new Tesla.
And just bought a commercial building. Yes, in
Buffy. Just bought a commercial. Yes, Lord.
Correct.
I know that's right.
Yeah. So we moved.
All right. Okay. So moving on.
Who needs Bravo when you got, your life, honey? I mean,
right. Oh no, I'm not. It's not about that. It was about these women that I went on that show after I saw that last season where Simone and her husband were gonna get divorced and everybody rallied around her. And I said, oh, I can get with something like that. You know what I mean? I thought it was something else and it's not. And that's more, I thought there was a real sisterhood and there is not. It's let's get our coins before they cancel this stuff. And that's okay. And like I've said, that's okay. They're getting their money. I didn't peep Simone. That's my fault. I peeped everybody else, but I didn't peep Simone. So it's fine.
Y'all heard that? The true tea right out of Buffy's mouth. No rumors, innuendos, none of that. True tea.
And Richie, I feel you. I know exactly what you're saying. We good.
I mean, it's just, that's real story. You had a real story.
Yeah.
And that's what we want to see now. I feel like that's what we've been missing.
That's missing. It's missing. It's for some reason these new young producers and production companies, they think we want to see young girls drunk and fighting. This is not the Bad Girls Club. Okay, I didn't want to see Toya and Drew. First of all, I don't even like all these new faces. I really don't. Give me the original people. Bring back me, a grown ass woman with a story to tell.
Yes.
Bring Mariah back.
Bring Mariah back.
Solid though. These are solid women.
I love Mariah.
With a lot going on, real stuff.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Black Kadeshi, honey, we need her. I sent her. I was talking to her on Twitter. I was like, we need the Muslim, we need the Black Kadeshi, we need Ramadan back in this house.
Right. But they didn't even want her wearing the hijab. They didn't want her wearing that on the show.
No, they wouldn't let her wear it in confessionals.
That's insane to me. So Kenya and Marlo's friendship, and where is Tanya Sam?
Where's she at?
Gone.
Yeah.
Marlo and Kenya are still cool, but Marlo hasn't been back to Kenya's home since they wrapped. Are we surprised? What is that? Kenya trusts, she says she claims that she trusts Marlo because he's a straight shooter. Marlo, however, doesn't fully trust Kenya. She's not in a place where she feels comfortable just casually hanging out with Kenya. Or is it because Kenya don't want to casually hang out with you? What is it? Oh, goodness. Then they rehash where Marlo and Porsha's friendship went south again. Do we care at this moment? Do we really care? No. All right, so I'm going to skip over that because who cares about the moment it all went south and it derailed? Who cares? Everyone thinks Kenya leaked the story about Strippergate to the press. Did she confirm it? Did she say I speak to the B. Scott story? That's me. Then B. Scott put out an exclusive about it? Duh. Yeah, that was Kenya.
She's so funny.
Shout out to B. Scott.
I love B. Scott. B. Scott is so in my corner. I'm obsessed.
Yeah,
he's awesome.
We love B. Scott. Such support, especially with the whole Michael B. Jordan mess. B. Scott was so lovely. Monica, I just quickly wanted to say, when you said casually hanging out with Kenya, you know what I thought of? You know those fruit trays from Ralph's where it's like the hard melons in that circular container? I feel like that's what she'll bring out. Like she'll present that to you when you go over to her house.
You're a mess. Regina Feaster. Excuse me. Thank you so much.
I was like,
thank you so much for the super chat. We appreciate you. Thank you. Let me see here. Beverly Lattimore. I love your name. Thank you for the super chat. Hey, Teacup fam. Love Monica. Missing Pledge, Schoolboy, and the Bishop. Buffy. I was upset with Jackie. And True Shade. Missed that I am here for it. Natalie P, thank you for the super chat. You have the best panels, Monica. Amir is a sage. Richie is gracious. Buffy is a boss. Absolutely. You all really make our days brighter. Oh, that's so sweet. That's so nice. It's so nice. Yeah. Okay. So we're moving on, right? Everyone thinks Kenya leaked the story. Yep, we all know that. Porsha is still on speaking terms with Tanya Sam, but she won't say anything else. Tanya's done with the group. Yeah, she's finished after Bolo Gate. I don't blame her. She's smart. She got the hell out of Dodge real fast. I never looked back. No regrets. Didn't even say bye.
Oh my God. Did she even tweet anything or post that? Nothing. She just
no, she had that together, honey. She was out like I was on that show. What show?
Who said that?
Dude, I should have told
Yeah, I like how she did it. That was a boss move. Just
it was.
I'm done. Yeah.
Smart.
She's not like them people that be on Facebook. I'm leaving. I swear, I'm leaving. This is my last month. You know them people, and they be back. A year later, they still there.
Episode,
they still there. Rich, you know what I'm talking about. I'm leaving. I'm done with this app. Y'all a bunch of snakes and fakes, and my baby daddy did this and blah blah blah. Child, I can't. Just leave. Just leave. Don't nobody care. Just leave.
You don't have to announce her exit.
You don't have to announce it. Just go.
Remember Nini's voice when she goes to that, like, was it Kenya's apartments? What is this? And she's like,
Ghetto.
that's what I'm thinking about Tanya. Tanya's done. She's like, what is this? And she's just out. Like, you don't get paid enough. Like, listen, we've heard this from Buffy. I've heard this from Monique Samuels. The check is not enough to deal with this crapola. Like, we're out. Like, just leave.
It's not. Do we need to cover the prophet saga? Should we dwell into that mess? What do y'all think?
Another religious man with a ding-a-ling out. They all have their ding-a-lings out.
We have to.
Okay.
I just gotta, the two things I just gotta say.
First,
the prayer.
Child.
You gotta do the prayer first, Bridgie. Father God in heaven.
Just bless us, Lord. Okay. I just felt like it was.
Oh Lord.
She was trying so hard to make this into a real spiritual issue. And then it was I didn't realize it was a whole prophet community that backed out of her event. How many prophets do you need to bless a baby? Okay. And then
how do you become a prophet, Richie? How do you even become a prophet? Is there a website? Like, how do you become a prophet?
I don't know what certifications
How
you
are
got
you
to
a
go through.
prophet and fornicating though? Just the whole thing just makes no damn sense to me.
But then she turned on the prophet and said there could be false prophets. Have you read everything online about him? Girl, have you? You said he was so close to your family. He was a family friend. And now all of a sudden, you talking about everything that's written about this man online. You didn't know that ahead of time when he was about to bless your baby. I didn't understand it.
Amir, what were your thoughts on Drew and her ridiculousness and this damn prophet? Listen, I can't.
I love when Silver Bullet read her for filth. I don't like Andy Cohen that much, but he read her for filth. He said, if you want to be a housewife, you got to bring better receipts. I was like,
damn, that was a diss. That was shady.
I appreciated that. Drew, I like Drew. I don't know why, but I like Drew. But I feel like she says things out of the left side of her mouth, and then she doesn't take credit for it. Like, even when she said, Toya, you can come to my mom's like church, and then I'm like, are you putting the mom down or not? I was like really confused. I'm like, what's going on? And then all of a sudden they like quasi made up, which was really fake. It was just Toya being like, yeah, we're good. I'm like, you're the one. Like, I would be mad at someone if they threw me under the bus over this whole. Even if she sucked a prophet ding-a-ling, I don't care. Like, it's not Moses. The man's not Moses. Like, why are we talking about that?
And the only reason why LaToya and Drew want to make up is because they want another season. And they realize that you have to, producers like things to end on a cohesive note, right?
Yep.
Buffy, your thoughts
I
on the prophet?
feel like LaToya earned her peach. Y'all, she did.
I agree.
I can't stand the sound of her voice. Ooh.
I'm fine with it.
I like her for some reason.
I like
Do you?
I do. So let me tell you.
I'm here for the confusion.
I like LaToya. I can mess with my hair because I just cut my hair and I ain't used to it yet. So
It's
leave me
so
alone.
You can mess with your hair if you want to.
No, these folk in the chat like lay your hair alone. Anyway, I'm getting used to it. I gotta cut. Anyway,
good.
So thank you. I appreciate your hair. Look good too in your avatar.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you. I got it done today too.
Yes, it shows. Intact. But child, what the hell was I saying? What was the question? Drew, the anointing of her tongue, much ado about nothing. She must be trying to get a show about prophets, and I don't know. Maybe it's her storyline to have some church community to show the drama. That's her storyline of her life with all of that, and to bring the ladies to church, and it just went flat. That's all.
It didn't work. Buffy, maybe TLC's calling. TLC's knocking. TLC would love a show like that, right?
You so religious and you dropping it low on the table for Bolo and tongue kissing this one and listen, girl, bye. It's just a hypocrisy.
Monica, maybe the prophet is Bolo.
Maybe. Or what's in his pants? I don't know.
Not the staff, honey. Talk about a staff turning into a snake. Hello, Moses.
You did not say the staff.
It already turned into a snake.
Now, what's something
to do with you? You're a mess. You're a mess.
Oh God. I don't know. Monica brings it out of me. I'm not usually like the I am usually.
Yeah. Come on, don't even try it.
Right. Don't even try it. All right. So Kenya and Porsha's friendship. I mean, another topic I don't care about. But anyway, Kenya felt the friendship with Porsha derailed after Porsha made fun of how she acted around Mark. That was too.
But Kandi did too.
Right. Exactly.
Gotta point that out.
Of course. Yeah, the hypocrisy of it all. Yeah. Kenya makes excuses to not be friends with people, with Nene and the whole Buffalo thing and just stressing on that. So it's coming from Kenya. We got to take it with a grain of salt, y'all. Everyone knows that when she was around Mark, she was an entirely different person. She became Ken. They all commented on it. Every single last one of them.
I like Ken. Ken's like, what do you need? What do you need, Mark? What do you want? You want some ranch with that buffalo? Okay, let's go. It's like whatever he needed. Right.
Can I make you pancakes? Hey, yeah. So Porsha said she bonded with the sensitive side of Kenya. Doing negative things to Porsha's friends was the last straw to her. She's referring to Kenya crashing Marlo's event last year, but then they show clips of
was real nasty, honey. They would bring
on the floor cracking up, So
they bring their receipts. Bravo will bring their receipts, honey.
Every time. They'll never let you down. We all saw that, and it was funny.
Wait, Monica, but do you think she was laughing at her or was she shocked? I kind of saw it as like when someone does something that ridiculous, like your reaction, I would react that way, but I wasn't really laughing at Kenya. Like I wasn't laughing at Marlo. I was just like, what the hell is going on? I felt like it was more that reaction.
That's how I felt too. I thought it was the absurdity of it all.
Absurdity of laughing at the situation, not at Marlo. So the way they kind of framed it, I was like, I didn't see it that way because then she confronted Kenya and said, this is wrong when they were by the drinks with Kandi.
That's true. She
was like, this is not right what you did.
Yeah.
Like, yes.
True. Good point.
Yeah.
That's what producers do. They clear up their mess. And then
True.
This comment right here, Monica, that was it right there to me. That's what I thought it was. The reason for their non-friendship.
Oh, okay.
I forgot about the cookie lady.
Shout out to you. Porsha was really done with Kenya after she called Tanya a "see you." And the cookie lady thing. Porsha, that's the example she should have used. Like that's because they were really friends. I mean, her and Marlo were kind of like quasi friends, like sort of, kind of, whatever. Right. That was disgusting. Wasn't that horrible?
That was bad.
Who does that?
The cookie lady was so bad. The way she embarrassed, like that was like, I almost like felt like I wasn't even angry. I kind of got like almost wanted to cry when I watched that. The way she did that to Tanya, that was really bad.
Yeah, absolutely. That was really bad. Both Kenya and Porsha thinks it's unfortunate. The friendship is over, but it is what it is. To me, those two they don't see eye to eye on anything. They're just, the synergy isn't good. Porsha really just does not like Kenya for numerous reasons. I mean, the way she treated her in previous seasons too, the whole fight, trying to get her fired. There's a lot of things, Kenya, it's hard to be friends with. It's taxing on a bitch trying to be friends with Kenya. It's a lot.
Oh, it really is.
I mean, it's a full-time job to be friends with somebody. It's too much. Like,
no.
Girl,
That's why you have to think of it as coworkers. I was talking to Ebony K and I was like, Ebony, honey, treat them like coworkers. I mean, she didn't even need my advice because she's so smart, but like coworkers, right? Treat them like you're working together. You're doing a marketing project. And by the end of it, you have the reunion, which is your presentation. That's how I see it. So that way you take a little bit of that pressure out because these people are not your friends. They are scheming. I mean, we've seen it time and time again, right? They're schemers.
That's true.
I think that's also too why certain shows probably should end after season 10. And that literally just hit me in my head just now.
Smart.
Because what happens is it does become that, Amir. It becomes we're just coworkers. And I think now that you say that, it really becomes apparent to us as viewers now that they are all just coworkers. This isn't a group of friends anymore. This isn't a group that would normally hang out together. These aren't girlfriends by any stretch of the imagination. These are women who are paid to be around each other. So therefore, they are coworkers. Yeah. And I think that's why this is not working right now. And we saw this happen on Orange County, the downfall of that show. And now we're seeing it happen with Atlanta as well, unfortunately.
Someone said in the chat, of course Amir was talking to Ebony. You talk to everybody. But excellent point, Richie. You're absolutely right. They don't want to even be around each other. Yeah. They're forced to go. I mean, it's a job. Okay, so filming time's here. Let me call so-and-so and see how they doing. But I mean, off season, they're not speaking. They don't even like each other. They're not friends. They're not celebrating life-changing moments together. So the whole dynamic of this show, and these girls, to me, in my opinion, too, they're not even excited about this job anymore.
No, they're not. They just want to get it done and get their checks.
Get their money, and keep it moving. So that's why that the rawness, the energy, it's gone from it. We can feel it. We can see it. And I'm tired of it. I'm over it. 10 years is a long time. Like you said, that's a whole decade. A lot has happened. That's the end of the road. That's it. Done. Reese's Pieces 03. Thank you so much for the super chat. Porsha lied on Kandi. Kandi gave her a job when she couldn't get one. Really? Porsha can't say a thing about friendship. Really? What job did she give her? Do y'all know about that?
What job?
I think it was the one of those stage plays.
Child.
Oh, come on.
So Porsha helped with that. Having somebody like of Porsha's, I mean, come on now. Porsha helped that stage play, Chitlin Circuit.
Didn't that whole thing fall apart because she didn't have funding? Todd screwed it up. Todd did something with the money. They had to cancel the tour. Asanta, thank you so much for the super chat. She says, Monica, did you watch Versus Saturday night? I sure did. We had fun. We had a members only live. We watched it together. We were partying and getting down.
I was watching my cryptocurrency, but
I was so mad about that.
Don't be mad, honey. Don't be mad. I'm gonna call you after. Don't be mad.
Still holding.
I'm still holding too.
We wanted to get the children out. Keep holding, honey. No, we want exactly what happened needed to happen.
Okay.
So with the SNL thing, that was good. The SNL thing.
Performance on SNL was excellent. He gave us so many darn clues. Jay gave so many clues at the new desk. It was fantastic. That end scene with the Western told so much. People watch it again.
All right now. Okay, I'm keeping the faith.
Okay. I'm holding to.
And this is not to be constituted as advice. This is for infotainment purposes only.
Infotainment. Wait, Buffy, can you come on Clubhouse and break this down? Will you come on my Clubhouse club and break it down for us?
And get sued. Sure, we'll talk. When they find out you got a few nickels to rub together, they want to sue us. But I said, no, I didn't. I'm just giving you information and entertainment.
Keep it quiet now. Keep it cute. Yes.
I will take your information and I will use it at my discretion.
Correct. Thank you very much.
Get on that WhatsApp. I'm learning. Okay, Bria, thank you so much for the super chat. Hey, family, I missed the daytime crew. Oh, they're wonderful, aren't they? Kenya, to me, has never been friendly. She can dish it, but she can't take it. She just be making a mess because she's bored. Yeah, she's bored or unhappy. Misery loves company.
She's hurt. Yeah. She's had a hard life. You got to give her that. She's had a hard life. But there are moments where there's the glimpses of a really sweet person that I want to get to know. And then it quickly goes away. I mean, you have to give her credit, right? Like when she's with Brooklyn, she's so illuminated. There's moments where she's really, and even Toya, like if you don't like LaToya, that's fine. But she brought something out of Kenya that was actually very sweet to watch. Like I actually liked their interaction, So. Louis does not agree. I love Louis.
That part was, I agree with Louis. That's why I'm trying to figure out what part was sweet.
Well, Amir.
Nobody agrees with me. All right, I tried to be nice. I'm going back to the shady. Y'all in the comments say I'm shady. I was so nice, and nobody wanted anything to do with it. So we're going back to the shade.
Go back to who you are. Zeldin, yes, Buffy has a YouTube. Tell him, Buffy.
Yes,
Just being Buffy on YouTube, and I'm trying. Richie and Monica have been yelling at me. I'm trying. YouTube. I'm trying.
You've grown so much.
Right, but
Yes, you have.
where I give little, now that I get 3 minutes on TikTok, go on TikTok. Just being Buffy at TikTok. That's where that's my place where I'd say stuff. And you can text me. See my number, because with the texting group, I give real tea.
My God, you can text her. Yeah, see that number there? You can text her.
My big bro Richie, or same age bro Richie, but looks 20 years younger than me, taught me about it.
Hey, jump on it.
Richie's a wealth of knowledge, though.
He is.
And he's not like selfish with it, you know, or mean.
Yep.
He's so understanding and so caring and so kind. That's why he's so blessed.
Yeah,
and he's so hot.
That's why that skin's so good.
Look at his skin. I mean, you're in your 40s. What? You know you did good in life when you look like that. You know you're doing something right. Listen,
let's tell the truth, honey. The truth, honey.
Thank you.
It will. Absolutely.
I will accept those flowers like Jocelyn.
Aww. You deserve them, though. That's the difference.
Here are your flowers. Here are your flowers. Here are your flowers. Here are your flowers. Here are your flowers.
Here are your flowers. Delicia, thank you so much for the super chat. We appreciate you. Let me see here. Okay, I did that one. To be Black Native, thank you so much for the super chat. Misery Loves Company. When Jackie made that comment, she looked bitter. She always looks bitter to me. She's very hard. She's hard. She's physically hard. You know, like a rock. I can't with her.
I like the way you say hard. It's like
Just
kind of beautiful. It's like French. It's like hard.
The enunciation is delicious.
She does though. No, she looks hard like a rock. Outside, inside, everywhere. It's just hardness.
Monica, bless these people. Someone sent me a private chat saying, I like the softer side of Kenya too, but they refuse to put that in the public. I love y'all. Y'all are so cute.
Okay. Ashley Camille, hey love, how are you? Thank you for the super chat. Can we just sign a petition to get RHOA canceled? Their formula is weak and the drama is old and tired. Love you, panel. But like someone suggested, all you gotta do is stop watching.
Right, just don't watch.
That's all you gotta do. Lulu M, thank you so much for the super chat. Authenticity is the key. That is why I love. That's why Love and Marriage Huntsville is a great show. They are friends/family in real life, not force-ish on RHOA. Yeah, and that whole dynamic is just different down there. It really, really is. It really is. Tawana to Inspire TV. Hey, love, how are you? Thank you. Kandi has the power. We see. She had Marlo a show ready, and Marlo fell through. Yeah, she did do it. She did. Her and Todd did produce a show for Marlo on WeTV, and it fell through. Remember? Did she mention?
Oh, I didn't know that.
Okay. Let me see here.
Like, was it about her being a Monty, or was it earlier?
She did have her speak on it. I think she spoke about it off the reunion. I'm gonna go ahead and add To Be Black Native to the chat. Hey, how are you?
Hello.
Hi there. How y'all doing?
Good.
Hi, sweetness. Oh, I love that hair, honey. Yeah.
I love that voice.
I thought Buffy was looking good. I was like, oh, I better do something to my hair. Buffy, you look great. I love your hair.
You look better.
Yeah, you got to give me the number to your hairdresser.
I got you.
Will she fly to Arizona?
Probably for a good coin.
I know, right? Hi, Richie. Hi, Amir.
Hey, how are you?
Good. I hope you ladies had a nice Mother's Day. I sure did.
It was great.
Wonderful. Yeah. As far as Kenya goes, This is what I want to say about Mark Daly. He doesn't want his daughter shown on TV. How does he feel about her being mentioned that she was in a house with a bunch of women and a naked man and a lot of stuff going on? And why wasn't Kenya in her room with her baby when everything was over?
Who knows, child? Who knows? I'm sure it didn't help anything in their situation.
I just wonder what Mark thinks about all of that.
You should call him.
Yeah, give me his number. I'm gonna give him a call.
SoCo Cal, was it SoCo Brooklyn? Just Google it. Yeah, give him a call. Can I speak to the manager, please?
Yes, I want to know. Inquiring minds want to know.
The owner.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so nice. I just got an email from Geico. They're reducing my rates. Oh, that's nice.
That's amazing. I just saw a comment that said someone said my mom's beautiful, and I was like, oh my God, how did someone see my mom? And then I remember I posted on my Instagram. All right, I'm not freaked out anymore. Thank you, Natalie.
It was beautiful. I can't wait to get back on Instagram.
I know.
Get on that. Crazy.
Yeah.
Monica, are you working on it? Because a lot of people have been messaging me. All right, okay.
Yeah, tell them to follow me on Twitter and the YouTube. You know, I'm working on it. I am working on it, but it's a mess, like I've explained to y'all. It's just, yeah. All right, Black B. I'm sorry, to be Black
To be Black Native.
Thank you so much.
I changed my name.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. I remember. Thank you for calling in and sharing your thoughts. But yeah, I mean, it wouldn't hurt to speak to
I love y'all too.
the owner. Get the answers from the owner of SoCo Brooklyn.
Then call us back.
And then come back and tell us what he said.
Okay, I will.
All right, my love. Have a beautiful day.
God bless.
If you're a mom, happy Mother's Day too.
I am. I have a 45-year-old and a 27-year-old. And Richie is older than I thought he was. So now he's my nephew instead of my grandson.
And your black ain't like, honey, look at that skin.
You look amazing. You look amazing. Really
Praise
good.
God.
Praise
God
God.
be the glory. Amen.
Amen. All right. Bye, my love. Oh, sorry. We love you too. Sorry. Hey, Q. I haven't seen you in a while.
Long time no see.
Hello.
Hey. Listen, follow me on Twitter so we can still DM, okay?
Okay. I'll follow you on Twitter.
They gonna snatch my Instagram, these haters, you know.
Yeah, I heard. I saw.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go. We can't have this much hotness on the stage. Buffy, Richie, I'm out.
Amir, cool your hormones. How you doing?
I'm good, man. Just been chilling. Going to Miami this week, so get out this cold, boring weather.
All right.
But yeah,
don't get in any trouble now.
No, I'm not getting in trouble. I'm going with my partner, so we won't, not in trouble that we won't do together at least, So
I know.
Okay, Q, you better respond to those DMs, Q.
Okay,
you better respond to those DMs.
No, but I haven't been on in a while, so I just want to say congratulations on the 100K. I know I'm super late, but congrats. I watched the show the next day. Yeah. I'm always like a couple hours late, but yeah, I watched the reunion last night. It was crazy. I was like literally the way that you guys described how Porsha was laughing at Marlo's little shindig where Kenya, came in, and that's how I was laughing because I was like, I can't believe Marlo is telling everything, like telling what Kandi said, which we already knew Kandi was shiesty like that. Like Buffy said, she's a producer, she's gonna paint herself in a good light. And something I've noticed about Bravo shows, like whenever somebody leaves the show, they always like make the editing try to paint them in a bad light, like from Monique to Porsha to Nene to who else, Phaedra, and even on the I don't know, I guess the white the other house
the white show.
They do the same thing with them, like the right before they leave, if they don't come back the next season, they're gonna paint them like in the worst light ever, so I don't ever like try to take the editing serious because I always feel like they're usually leaving something out. I felt like they were just trying to make Porsha just look bad during the whole time, like even when they tried to show a rundown of her and Kenny's relationship, but the brunt of it was, the accusations between, her and Portia, and it just seemed like it was just, I don't know, it just seemed like they were doing her almost like the same way that they were doing Monique last time, or on RHOP. I'm at the point where I'm just kind of like, you don't know whether to trust like the editing or not, and I don't know whether Andy actually asks like open-ended questions or closed-ended questions whenever they reply back and they just say, I feel like this. I don't feel like they're just up and saying that. I feel like he's prompting them to answer these questions. So it just seems really, I don't know, everything just seems really fake when it comes to the Bravo TV shows now. It just seems really, I don't know. I just think
it's called the Frankenbite. So they get you to say stuff and then they put it in wherever they want to put it in.
Right. It's just, I don't know. I'm over it. Like I'll watch it just to see, because I know they they can't just make them say stuff. So I watch it to see shit like Marlo tell everybody's business, which I don't know, between her, LaToya, and Drew, like, is the thirst is just so crazy. Like, they are, the weirdest thing is that I feel like Drew is trying to fight to keep her peach from Marlo and LaToya, because Drew really, Drew's boring, honestly. I'm bored. I want to like her, and I actually do like her. But like every time I feel like she has a chance to like one up, somebody, she just said something dumb, like with the pastor thing, like nobody, or the prophet, like nobody cares, that she slept with a prophet if they were both single. Right. Nobody really gives a damn. Like, no. It is what it is. And like, who needs 3 prophets for it? I don't know why you need 3 prophets for anything. I don't even.
That's why I said Drew is ridiculous. I can't deal with her. Come to me with the real. Like, this is just stupid at this point.
Yeah, it's just so dumb.
She should have stayed on that mess with her husband and going out of town and not like that was some stuff to get into.
Right.
And then saying she's friends with LeBron James, like Andy Cohen was like, "Are you though?"
See, stuff like that. Like, it was like trying to make herself seem more interesting. That's what I feel. Right. I just feel like she's boring, and I don't like LaToya, but I like LaToya. You know what I mean? Like,
agreed.
Like you said, Monica, her voice gets on my nerves. The way she acts get on my nerves, but she actually brings something to the show. I just wish we saw more of what was actually going on in her real life, other than having to see it on other blogs. I wanted to see it on the TV show, and I feel like if she actually gets a piece, we'll be able to do that.
Yep. So, well said, as usual. I miss you. Please check in more often with us and have a safe trip in Miami.
Have fun in Miami.
Follow me on Twitter so we can DM, okay? I miss you. I miss DMing with you, okay?
I will.
Right.
I got you.
Sounds good, baby. Bye, babe. I like him. He's so
People
nice.
love him.
And he's so smart.
The comments are all he's hot.
Yeah, he's so smart and so talented too. He's a graphic designer. He's real good too. Real talented. He'll like do all kinds of stuff to my logo and send it to me. Like, hey Monica, check this out. Isn't that sweet? Hey, Philly.
Hello, Mask. Hello, gorgeous Mask.
Hi, you at work?
Yes, I am.
Okay.
Work it, girl.
Well, you gotta make some time for All About the Tea. Yes, sneak away.
Don't get in trouble, y'all.
I'm there. Don't say.
So I just wanted to put my little 2 cents on as this show is ending. And I'm saying ending as in please end. Which I think you had a point when it comes to other series 10. Maybe we just need to either revamp, take some time off, do some recasting, bring Phaedra back, let her get some closure to Kandi before she goes. Give Cynthia a nice boring send off goodbye. You can just send her the show for next season. Here's your wedding party gift. Like, thanks for coming to play. Let's move along. And just some really fresh blood, new talent, jobs, things that are really going to make us say, ooh, this heifer doesn't have to fight. Ooh, this heifer doesn't have to show her ass for the check. Just something that we can all grow with. Because if I wanted to watch Bad Girls Club, I'd watch Bad Girls Club. If I wanted to watch Love and Hip Hop, I'd watch Love and Hip Hop. There are avenues for those shows. And I feel like these girls are just really selling themselves short for a little itty bitty tech that they don't understand that they can make with the proper YouTube channels and maybe selling wigs. I don't really, you know what, that's Buffy's financial lane. I'm sure she could help some of these women with making their incomes grow, but it's just tardy for the party's left. They send over, like, it's time to clean the Bravo house. You can take these old shows, put them on Peacock, get that to sell, because nobody's watching that. Nobody's paying for it. Like, I don't want to say that Andy can, you know, stop riding on them slopes, allegedly. I do have the picture, the picture of the popping on the what's that, grinder. Yeah, I got that picture. So, you know, maybe if Andy cleans up his act a little bit, he can take a fresh look at these shows, especially with the, you know, women of color that need to be refreshed. And just, you know, pay attention to your, you know, your investment. Because if this is an investment, don't we all have to kind of take a look at the portfolio, see what's working, see what's not, dump some things, remix some things, and get that money to grow? Because at the end of the day, it's not about collecting your coins here. I mean, if you're going to sell your ass on TV, you at least ought to get a good check for it.
Yeah, that's true. Good point.
Just my opinion.
Good points. Good points.
So I'm down for a revamp, a little closure with Phaedra, and, you know, and Kandi before Kandi leaves. Just stay down there. Bye, sweetie. It was nice. We can close you out with that verse. Bye.
Good points. Thank you for calling in, girl.
Yeah.
Thank you. Have a good day at work, okay?
Okay.
All right. Bye, my love. Oh, sorry, Amir. Let's go ahead and wrap things up. We are at the end of the road. RHOA is
Call you back.
done.
Sorry. I thought you threw me out, girl. I took a quick call. Oh my God.
Richie, where can they find you?
Everything DJ Richie Sky. Text me 202-918-3386 to know when a new video drops. There you go.
There you go. Make sure you text him. Amir, where can they find you?
I'm sorry. I'm laughing at these comments. Y'all are taking me out with these comments. They're like, she sounds like Charlie Brown. That's crazy. Anyways, oh, you guys are insane. You can find me at Amir Yas Official on Instagram and TikTok. And I do have a YouTube channel. A couple people were asking. It's not very it's not on anyone else's level here, but I'm trying to build it. And also Twitter is Amir Yas Tweets. Quickly, I wanted to ask you, Monica, if you heard something. I got a message about Porsha dating Fallon's ex. Is that real?
Yeah, you know, for Mother's Day, her and Dennis were at his place, but no, she's not.
No, okay. I didn't think so. I was like,
No,
my girl would never.
no,
Okay, I just
no,
wanted to
no,
clear
no,
that
no.
up for someone asked me to.
And
clear
everyone
that.
missed the. I was going to say this. I'll talk about it on another live or
perfect.
something. There was
Okay,
something
perfect.
in that. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. No, she's not dating him. No.
Okay.
No.
Great. Okay. Awesome. All right.
I
All right.
hope
That's
not.
me.
I hope she's not
And you can
dating
text
him.
me too. 949-736-2394. I'm trying to just give advice. It can be about anything, even if you have questions about coming out. I also have 5 Clubhouse invites. So if you DM me, I have 5 available. And if you're on Android, you can now go on Clubhouse as well. So message me. Yeah.
Good. I mean, Amir is becoming the Clubhouse king. He's on that thing a lot. Okay. Yeah. Do you sleep?
I haven't been sleeping because I do 15-hour rooms. So it's like.
What the hell? What?
Oh, yeah. On white privilege, we did a room for 15 hours, and Public Enemy showed up. James, who is the founding member of Public Enemy, showed up, and I was so awestruck. It was amazing.
That's amazing. Y'all go ahead and follow him on Clubhouse and text him. Buffy, where can the people find you? Because they can't get enough of you.
Agreed.
So sweet. So you can text me at 404-737-1091 for all things financial and Crawl Before You Ball. I am rolling out my new Crawl Before You Ball boot camp to all the people in my texting community. That's gonna be my beta. So get in, cause of alum. I'm gonna figure out. I'm gonna have to call my brother and ask him, Richie, I can't not accept more people. The community is like, yeah, add more. But anyway, so yeah, I TikTok is my joint. So I'm Just Being Buffy on TikTok and Buffy Purcell on my Instagram. It looks like Instagram has released my shadow ban because I'm starting to grow again. So, you know, follow me on Instagram at Buffy Purcell, Just Being Buffy on TikTok. And again, I'm not in the same level as Richie and Monica, as Amir said, on YouTube. I'll be trying. I do some shorts on YouTube. It's Just Being Buffy on YouTube.
Buffy, so don't, if there's any issues with shadow banning, never delete the video. And if it ever happens on TikTok, put friends and family for a day and then bring it to the public. So that's a way to get, never delete. If you delete, the algorithm puts you in timeout for 7 days.
So I wouldn't delete them. I didn't delete them, but what they would do is they would get rid of my sound.
Oh,
and
yeah,
yeah. But what I do is I put my white husband in all my posts now. And I made him my cover photo.
Smart.
And to the moon all my time.
Smart. The algorithm, y'all, we had to first worry about people being racist. Now it's the algorithm. Now the algorithm is racist.
Yeah. And then one last thing. Amir, I want you to give out PR tips in a clubhouse. I think that would fill it up, honey. Like some public relations stuff. Because a lot of small business owners. Anyway, let's talk, and we can monetize that for you, right? The small business owners need that, like
They do need it.
Buffy, I will walk into fire with you, honey. Whatever you say, I trust you.
Next me after. I got some ideas for you.
That's so sweet. So Teacup fam, please like and share this video and subscribe to All About the Tea. Hit that subscribe button down below. I want to thank you for tuning in today, this afternoon with us. We love each and every one of you. Mods, thank you for holding down the chat as always. I appreciate you. Everyone that sent in a super chat or a cash app, I want to thank you so much for helping me keep the lights on, child. I appreciate it. Your love and support is very much appreciated. I want y'all to stay safe and be blessed out there. I'll see you back this evening here on the channel with the nightly panel, 9:30 p.m. Eastern. Yep, we're talking Dr. Umar versus Kevin Samuels.
Not Kevin Samuels.
Versus the real verses, okay? So that should be fun.
And let's start a petition to get Monica's All About the Tea back on Instagram.
Yeah, send them messages, please. Just send them messages. And Facebook too. Facebook. Because it's a long, convoluted story, guys, how this happened. Eventually, when everything's cleared up, I'll get into it. But yeah, bombard Instagram.
We own it.
Thank y'all. Love y'all.
Love you too.
Love you. And if y'all are looking for Monique Kelly, she's on Daily Pop. I know people are asking me where she is.
Yes.
She'll be back one day. She'll be back one day.
Maybe Friday, she said too, but she's on Daily Pop. They have her hosting the full show, not just the segment. Yeah, she done stepped her game up. Yeah, Monique and that personality of hers. She's a burst of energy, child. I love her.
A bright light.
Very much so. Very sisterly. Just amazing. All around amazing. Just good energy.
It's her book. Book.
That's right. Go get
Reality
Chaos. Go, it's on Amazon. Please go support Monique Kelly and get Reality Chaos, because that book is just really good fiction. It's a good read. We got to get back to reading some more too.
Say that again, honey.
Yeah.
I'm in my library.
Look at that. Look at them books, honey. Them books.
All right, y'all. Bye. Have a great rest of your day. Bye.